There he is.
But no, I think they didn't the stomp protector. Doesn't she have little stomp where I know they take that the real one. Yeah, I think that she's a stomp protector.
Should I sit here like an elitist, or should I just sit up here? Nothing. Who are you?
Wow. Hello, Anime Midwest. Please welcome Billy West.
And take action. Otherwise, I'm just lie here and die. I'm glad to see you guys. I really am.
What's going on?
But anyway, my point being is that I love doing the show. That way. People that are fans of sci-fi and anime and superheroes and the like. If there were these kind of shows when I was a kid, I would have run away and joined the circus, I swear to God. I wanted to be part of it, and that's probably why I wound up doing what I do. But they asked me, how did you get into this? And it's like, it's something that chooses you. It's like, like I didn't make a conscious decision that I should do that. I remember being a freak when I was a kid. I could run around and make noises and do flying saucers and hot cars, animal noises and everything. One teacher said to me, "You're not supposed to do that." I mean, like I was demonic or something. Like I was possessed and was acting like, that is just wrong. You're not. No one's supposed to do that. And I was like, I didn't care, And so I had to keep a lid on things, pretend to be normal, whatever that is. And growing up, I got out of school and I started playing music. I was able to play guitar and sing, and I joined a band. I spent a lot of time playing jobs like clubs, all that stuff. And I actually got to play with one of my heroes, which was Brian Wilson, who just passed away. He was a friend of mine, and he was my idol. And I played like 6 gigs with him on lead guitar. We played on David Letterman's show, and it's on YouTube. I'll never forget it. The guy was my hero. I couldn't believe it when I was up there. And here I am standing on the same stage that the Beatles played on, because the David Letterman show was done in the Ed Sullivan Theater, where the Beatles played. And I was going, this is too much. This is like a time-space continuum. It's blowing my head off. The more I keep thinking, I'm going to think myself into a fainting spell. And but that's kind of like, that's the beauty of life. It's totally unwritten. If somebody had told me, like 40 years, no, not 40 years, 50 years ago, that I'd be doing what I'm doing, I would have thought they had rocks in there. Something crazy. And I couldn't even imagine it. And that's how you have to think about life. If things seem like they're going in slow motion or backwards, it's all for a reason. It really is. I can tell you from just experience that everybody's pretty much where they're supposed to be or should be. Even if it stinks, because I've never taught me anything. His failures taught me everything. Gave me my life's lessons. Gives you some kind of wisdom. Sometimes you have to learn stuff the hard way. About people, about friendships, about betrayals, about this, that, and the other thing. And I think a lot of people here are probably empaths. Am I right? No, yeah. Empathic. Yeah. I can smell how somebody else feels. Yeah, I know, you're stressed out, man.
Relax right now.
We'll get you a massage. A therapeutic one, not a hanky pangs.
No,
No, I'm too old for that. Just a regular thing. Sure, I have no experience. Yeah, I mean, you're just kind of where you're supposed to be. Take my word for it. There's things I still want to do, but I can't. I had to give up stuff that I loved. As you get older, there's stuff that happens to you. Like I started to get an arthritic thing in my hands, so I couldn't play guitar anymore. It killed me because I was really good. But I'm having my brother sell all my stuff because it's just I can't like hang on to that and have it gall me and pain me and have these guitars sitting there mocking me when I walk by, you know. And so okay, so it's just the end of the chapter. That's all. There's people that were fans of mine from the Stern Show that were all pissed off because I left, and I said that was just the end of the chapter. It's just one more thing that happens in the chapters of your life, you know, the book of you. And I had trouble singing, and I used to be able to sing really well. I can still do all the voices and everything. Reading Sphere 3000 still sucks. Shut up, take my autograph. Shut up, take my money. Use courage when you have a gun.
Jeff, inform the men. I made it with a woman, Nick. Beautiful shape. I'm gonna fly her brains out.
Need an autograph? How about Zoidberg? No one loves Zoidberg. No, don't lie to Zoidberg. Zoidberg loves Zoidberg.
Space Jam, he was Bugs Bunny in.
Skyboy, I know where you live. Yeah, they only care about the stupid fry, or the robot. Yeah, I can still do all that stuff. Oh, and I did Nixon. This story will kill you. In 1970, I got drafted, and I was going to Vietnam. I was drafted in the Army, and it was Nixon, you know, he was president. And that bastard just, you know, he drafted me. It was him, I know it was. So I had the flattest feet that anybody ever saw. My blood pressure. I was only like 19 years old, but I think it was probably because I was so nervous that, you know, that I was going to have to go fight a war that was undeclared. It was bullshit, all of it. We all know it now because of history. But I was like, I just don't want to do this. And my veins were popping out my neck. So they said, no, you're pretty fragile. Okay, fine. And, you know, it rattled me, but then I could keep playing in a band and keep doing my thing. But to this day, in the Nixon Library, there's a continuous loop of all the Nixon stuff that I did on Futurama playing in his library. Continuous loop, I swear to God, you can look it up. And it's like all the, you know, one. Make fun of him. Just I had nothing to do with the show, I would have loved it because of the writing. You know, just the writers are my heroes too. Just beautiful, beautiful ways of expressing comedic idioms and comedy, and they all know their stuff inside and out, and they like to try and reinvent stuff. As a matter of fact, one of the jokes that people come up and tell me is like, they look and they see my name, and it really was, what kind of stupid, phony name is that? And I said, that was my joke, you know. And I was sitting at a table reading, and the producers are there, and the writers, and the directors, and the animators, and the big shots from Fox. And everybody had their name tag in front of them so you know where to sit. When I picked up mine, and I went, Billy West, what kind of phony, fake, made-up name is that?
That's what I got into this show.
And the writers were sitting right there, and they put that right into the show. You know, and they've always been like that, those guys, writing on Simpsons, same thing. Stuff comes just from out of nowhere. And it's good to work like that. You know, just like kind of like divine inspiration. And let's see, I was very fortunate to have done a lot of stuff. Like, 1991, Nickelodeon was going to have a 3-cartoon animation block. They were going to do everything that networks weren't doing. Networks had their cartoon shows on Saturday mornings. Nick wanted us to do it on Sunday mornings, just to be different. And a woman named Terry Laborn came up with that idea. And she picked these 3 shows. The help of Vanessa Coffey and Mary Harrington. And one was Rugrats, one was Doug, and the other one was Ren and Stimpy. And I auditioned for Doug. And I got a call saying they wanted me to do it.
He was the average 11.5-year-old. Somebody got a pork chop. And dear Journal, hi, it's me, Doug. No, it ain't, you lying loser. You rotten, lousy, lying loser.
And they're older now. They're like 30 years older. You know how one kid's going to turn out, how the other kid's going to turn out. Well, of course, that's the way it goes. But sometimes it goes different.
Dear Journal, today I blew up a courthouse.
Sitting in court, Judge Ryder Watts.
Order! Order in the court! Oh, look who it is. It's funny. Loser! I knew I was going to see you in here one day, funny. I just knew it. You got loser written all over your face. It's even spelled wrong. You're going to be somebody's bitch in jail. 5,000 years.
Sound good. I'm gonna animate that someday. I think maybe somebody tried it, because I've done that riff before, and somebody filmed it, and I think somebody tried to animate it. It would be very funny, seeing them as like older grown people, with the same voices. But, yeah, it could happen, you know, right? Dad are in jail. For a cop.
You guys make money in shows. How did you find characters' voices?
They show you a picture of the character, and you get inspiration. They tell you a bit about what they're looking for, and you have to gauge it by that. And usually it's like your guts. You know, you got to go with the first thing that hits you, because you can think yourself right out of a good thing. You can edit yourself, you can censor if you think too much. So I just went with my heart and my soul, or whatever it was supposed to be. There with Futurama too. You know, I just did what I thought the characters would sound like. And I also, Matt Groening said that The Simpsons is a cartoon, but to him Futurama is real. And I know what he meant. In other words, people on Futurama could know them. You know, they could be sitting next to you. That's the sugar, please. You know, I mean, but you could know them, and I wanted to play it like that. I wanted to play them as if they were real people that you know. ensemble in the very beginning. It was always like a semicircle of all of us kind of sitting there with mics in front of us. It worked. And, you know, it was always a beautiful experience. And David Cohen was the director. One time I didn't understand a line. There was a line where somebody said, before I heard Fear Makes You Stupid, he goes, no, it doesn't. I didn't get it.